My story with the child welfare system begins in 2004 when I was in a domestic violence situation and I was brought to the attention of the child welfare department. They really didn't have a lot of community resources to help me, and the result of that was to remove my children, place them in foster care, and send me to a domestic violence shelter. When my children were removed, it was the most painful and devastating time of my life. I have experienced a lot of abuse as a child, as a grown adult, but dealing with the removal of your children, not knowing where they are, not knowing who they're with, if they're safe or not, was the most scary and traumatizing time of my life. The impact that the system left behind on my children, we're still dealing with that.
Being separated from my mother at 9 years old, when I'm growing up, you know, that troubling age when you don't know what kind of little girl you're gonna be, was really hard. I can remember, I think it was...
When I got reunited with my children in 2005, and I was offered to be the first parent partner in my county, I was so excited and kind of naive at the same time. I said to myself, I'm going to rescue all the children from foster care, and foster care will never be. That reality set on really fast, and I quickly realized, wow, it's going to take a lot of work. My passion is to reform the system, so it's really there to help those children that truly need it, that are in crisis and being hurt, and be able to give the resources that they need. Detroit right now is the city with no hope. And for a family in crisis, that's twice as difficult, I believe. And as a family advocate, sometimes my role is to kind of remind birth parents or whoever I'm working with that there's still hope. You know, we have a lot of great resources in our community and a lot of people that still care. It's just that collaboration piece, knocking on the right door at the right time. There's still hope in the community.
Nancy is able to really get to the point. The lawyer may be thinking in a very academic way. The social worker is thinking in terms of the emotional or psychological aspects that confront the family. Nancy has a very practical approach to the cases. Well, this is fine legally, this is fine social work-wise, but here's where we really need to go.
For me, the most important role of a parent partner is the emotional support that you provide to your families. That emotional support is so unique. I remember crying after my visits with my children and wanting someone to hear me that can relate to what I was feeling, and not one person was there for me. And for me to be able to do that to someone, to me, means the world. I'm very proud of my kids, very overwhelmed with everything that they have accomplished, considering everything that they have gone through. As a mom, I couldn't be prouder. As a survivor, once my children were removed, I had to stand in the gap and say, no more would I ever let anyone determine who I'm going to be or how things are going to work out for me.